Hello, everyone. Today we have with us an enterprising young Indian. We'll find out from him what enterprise he's involved in and what he's doing. Right now, we have with us Mahirr Bhandari. Let's listen to him. Over to you, Mahirr.
Thank you so much, sir. Good evening, everybody. First of all, I would like to thank Subodh sir for giving me this wonderful opportunity to share my ideas, experiences, some of the lessons along the way. My name is Mahirr Bhandari. I am a commerce student and recently graduated from Hansraj College, Delhi University. I have special interest in geopolitics, real estate, public policy, investment banking, angel investing. I know these all fields sounds very diverse and not interrelated to each other, but yeah, I have developed these over a period of time by talking to different kinds of people and doing work in all these fields. So I live in Jodhpur, which is second largest city in Rajasthan, and Rajasthan is India's largest state. So yeah, this is about me and my background.
It is India's largest state in terms of land area.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Yes, after the split of UP and Bihar into other states, Rajasthan is now the largest land area.
Largest land area. Yes, sir.
Yes, okay.
Definitely. And so today's session, I have planned to share some of the lessons which I have learned along the way in school and college life. And I will also be talking about one of the main secret of how to network of Rajasthani people, and that is taking local sweets from our place to wherever we are going. So I'll talk more about that also in today's session.
All right,
So,
wonderful. Let's go.
yeah, so starting with the school life. So school is the place where uh, a person can explore as many things as he can. I believe that's the best place out there to make mistakes. So I just want to say two things about school. First of all is try everything possible that is available in the school and improve your speaking skills. School is the best place to explore new things and get to know your own forte. Therefore, try as many things as you can and don't fear to fail. That is the first and last thing if you want to succeed in life. So, another thing is improving public speaking skills. School is the best place to get on the stage. So, personally, I also had a very long stage fear. I remember I was in class ninth when a teacher randomly called me for a debate competition, and I was asked to stand and speak on a topic. And suddenly, when I started speaking, my legs were shivering, and I got too embarrassed about what is happening with me. And but my teachers supported a lot, and this stage fear stayed with me for 2 more years. And I remember it was August 15th August, our Independence Day in 2019, when one of my mentor and one of my most loved teacher of school times, Mr. Sandeep Sisodia sir, he's a maths professor in our school. He called me into his chamber and talked to me that he sees a different potential in me and that I should discover myself. Those words that I should discover myself, those echoed in my head for many weeks. And I made it the motto that I need to go to stage and I have to come overcome this fear. And it was that day. And after 6 months, I had participated in more than 16 activities. And finally, I became deputy head boy of my school in class 12th. So I've I've learned this through very harsh lessons that school is the best place for overcoming your all the fears. So that is one of the first lesson I would like to give to all the audience. And after class 12th, everyone is perplexed about how to go about next. Like what should we do? Should we stay within our city or we should go out? And being from Jodhpur and this Marwar region where we have CAs in every other house. So being from commerce background, it is very common that people tend to just don't go out of their home and just do CA from their home only. So today I'll be talking about some of the things which you should keep in mind before taking a decision for moving out or not. So first of all is your past academic record, your family background, colleges available within the city, and your future career plans. So these are the some of the variables which you should keep in mind before deciding whether you have to go outside or you have to stay within the city and study. So many so one of the main problem which I see with today's youth is many of them just go out of the city for the sake of going it, and they are not getting or getting rewarded just because of going outside. And many people counter this argument by saying that only by going out one can become street smart. But I believe that going out of the home is important and not out of the city. So there is a slight difference. You can even live in your city and grow, because moving out of the city has some drawbacks also. You can indulge in bad habits, or you have so there is a big peer pressure when you go out and uh, have like-minded people. And I've seen people come to that pressure and not able to grow. So that is also there. So I'll tell you about I'll share my story that how I went to Delhi. So I was commerce topper of my city in class 12th. And it was that time when people started telling me that I should go to SRCC. No one knew the college which I am right now in, like Hansraj College. Nobody talked about in Jodhpur. It was all SRCC. So I thought that I would get into SRCC, but when the list came out of Delhi University, I got into Hansraj College. And after researching, I got to know that this is also a wonderful college, and I took admission into this college. But as soon as people around me, my close ones, got to know that Mahir is going to Delhi, everyone came to my place and explained to my parents that please don't send him to Delhi. He will indulge in bad habits. He will do all kinds of shits. So it was very problematic for me. Like I was thinking, why is this is all happening? So, uh, but then also, it was my father who pushed me, who motivated me. So I was talking with my father one day, and he told me what I wanted. So I just said that I see the opportunity there in Delhi University and I want to go to Hansraj College. So he just said one thing, that I have faith in you and you go wherever you want to go. So that line, that small line echoed in my head for forever. Like it's been 3 years, and that is the reason I have not touched any, like I have not been into any bad habit because of that father's parenting only. So I see the role of parenting a lot in all these crucial steps of life. So now, moving forward, I would like to emphasize the famous debate of college, which is there in Jodhpur and Rajasthan region, that all of the people think about going to Bombay colleges only, like going to Mumbai only and not going to Delhi. So I'll take this famous debate in today's talk. For those people who are getting into both the city's best colleges, I would say always stick to Delhi. Delhi's North Campus College is amazing. The Kamla Nagar area, the famous Kamla Nagar area, is super vibrant marketplace where not only goods but ideas, emotions, and even dreams are exchanged between two people, between all of us. So in Delhi, people are hustling, from my experience, way more than Mumbaikars. Mumbai's best advantage is that it has a corporate touch with it, and its good colleges are NM and NMIMS. But with Delhi, people are doing multiple things at one point of time. They are indulged in different societies. They are doing internships. They are doing fellowships. They are doing different conferences in different countries. So it gives a holistic and uh, very nice perspective to each one of us. So, talking about myself, I was myself involved in more than 5 societies in my first year. And the best thing I did in college was to get into IFSA, the International Finance Student Association. So, that is the world's largest finance run student association. So I learned everything about finance there. Like I have special interest in IB case competition, investment banking case competition, and I learned the making of discounted cash flow models, precedent models, comparable models, all these financial models modeling from my mentor at IFSA, Akash Kataria. So I learned everything from him only. So yeah, I'm fortunate to be part of IFSA. I even went into Harvard case competition, and I was first Indian to get into finals of Harvard case competition in my first year. So yeah, I attended Harvard Asia and Harvard Boston conference in 2022. I was also part of IIM Ahmedabad Winter School in 2022. So all these opportunities which I got to know from all the peers I had in Delhi, Delhi campus, colleges, societies, and my PG, of course. So PG is that the hostel vibe which you get. It is all the friends which you make at PG. They will be there for whole life. So yeah, that
Wonderful,
yes.
wonderful. So, but did you have any fun?
Sorry, sir.
Did you have any fun while you were in college?
Yes, sir. When I while I was there in PG, like the most wholesome and the best fun part of my life has happened in those years of 2 years of PG life. So it was wonderful. Like I met people from all over India. I have many friends, more than 30, 40 people. I have good bond with them. We have stayed many nights like without sleeping and doing all kinds of things. So it was wonderful.
So
So
you didn't stick to what you had told your father. You had fun.
yeah, I had fun, but I would also like to mention one more thing. Um all of my friends, whenever a unknown person would ask them like Mahir drinks or Mahir do some other kind of things or not, so they always say that he has intoxication for his life. So that is something. Yeah. So
That
yes, sir.
I saw that you had written in your LinkedIn angel investing. What is it that? What are you doing?
Okay, sir. So I have seen a lot of potential in India's startup ecosystem. Like the pace at which this is growing is crazy. It is going to be next Silicon Valley of the world. So uh, actually, if someone has an idea, then he can start his own startup. But right now, I'm not having a good idea. So I just thought that I should get into this field. Like I should understand all the new startups which are coming up, and as I have some extra funds with me, so I should help them grow the emerging startups. So that is the basic uh, idea behind what I'm trying to do, and I have some clear spaces for which I'm targeting. Like one of them is prop tech, that is related to real estate. And then there is clean energy. Then there is clean tech. Yesterday only we were there with some of the startup founders of Recircle. So that is a new startup coming up in which they are going to recycle all the plastic waste, which is one of the main problem in today's time because it's non-biodegradable. So they are working on that. So there are multiple wonderful startups are coming up in this space. One of our Hansraj startup, FOMO, came some days back in Shark Tank India. So Shark Tank India is also working wonderfully. So I see a lot of potential in this.
Yeah, do you see any startups that are uniquely Indian? You know, like plastic recycling is global, right? There's nothing Indian about it. You're doing it in India, but it's global. Is there
Yes, sir.
anything that you see that is suitable just for India or its neighbors?
Okay. Some of the startups are coming related to handicrafts. So that is uniquely situated to uh, Indian thing only because it's only in India that we have so many artisans and people working with their hands, and so that is very unique. And some of the startups are there who are becoming a platform for all these artisans. One of the I forgot the name. One of the platform is working on this, and they are bringing all the artisans uh, to showcase their products to all the foreign buyers, and in return they are charging very nominal commission, like 1 or 2%.
Mm.
So that is doing wonderful. So there
Okay.
are some startups in line, but
But
I
that's
would,
not Indian. It's all over the world. You see this, it's global. Etsy is the most famous example of it. And you see it in every country that people are tapping the local handicrafts and selling them via the internet. So it is a global phenomenon. I'm just trying to understand from, because you know it so well. Is there something which you can say, okay, this has not happened anywhere and it need not happen anywhere, is Indian? I'm just trying to push your knowledge.
I got your point, sir, but I would like to emphasize from this platform one more thing, that India is doing wonderful and it will grow many multifolds if it invests in more R&D and innovation thing.
Okay.
Right now, what we are doing is most of the things we are copying it from the West.
Yeah.
Like yesterday only, I was seeing a prop tech startup. It is a same copy of a US based prop tech startup. So most of the startups, as your question points out, are a copy of somewhere else, or fusion of some things. Purely an Indian startup, I would come back to you definitely if I'll find one.
All right. Okay. You know, uh, I mean, I'm just asking, okay, because you know the situation. Okay, go ahead.
Yes, sir.
Tell us
So I
more.
Yes, sir. I was telling you more about Delhi and Mumbai colleges. So
Yeah.
yeah, that is uh, everything about Delhi and Mumbai colleges. One last thing about Delhi is very famous for its bureaucratic and government dealings. So if someone wants to get into this field, or let's say public policy field, so it is Delhi is the best city for that kind of person. If someone wants to prepare for UPSC, then Rajendra Nagar is the place for UPSC. So people should consider these points also while deciding while they are going to Delhi or Bombay. So yeah,
All right. So,
these are
but
some of the things.
you've graduated. So, what's your future? Do you see?
So right now I have joined my father's business and we are into real estate thing. And alongside, I am also working on my prop tech startup. So let's see how this works. This would be totally Indian thing only, nothing copying from the West. So it is a simple idea. It is basically we are going to um, if you have seen real estate developers developing a mall, like a commercial mall. So one of the main problem faced by them is they don't get brands in their mall. So
Yeah.
many of the Indian malls are empty because they are not getting brands or occupants.
Yes.
So we are trying to build a platform where uh, we'll be the mediators between the brands and the mall developers. So mall developers can directly list their property on our platform and we'll connect with the suitable brands. So we are working on that thing. So let's see how it comes out.
Okay. Wonderful. Uh,
Yes.
you know, it's you're just validating my concept of this channel, because my idea was that young Indians are world class and yet they don't get a chance to talk. So why don't I do it to give them a chance? And here you are telling me things that are
Yes.
just full of innovation, full of optimism, full of promise of the future, right?
But when I got
Anything.
to know that you are doing this kind of thing, like you are doing a Vidped, this is a totally new initiative. I have not seen people
No,
doing any.
there's nothing like it anywhere in the world.
Yeah.
Anyway,
This is
let's not talk about that. Let's talk about your own thinking, your own ideas. How do you find Jodhpur as a city to go back to after Delhi?
Yes, sir. I have been connected to Jodhpur. Actually, it was like 15 days I was in Jodhpur and 15 days I was in Delhi for throughout my 3 years
I see.
life. Yes, sir.
So you missed
So
classes?
I missed some of the classes due to coming to Jodhpur also and because of my society also.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but it was manageable.
Okay.
So I managed all the things
Yeah.
and it is wonderful. Actually, if I would have stayed all 3 years in Delhi, then it would have been very difficult for me when I was coming back. But as I was connected to Jodhpur, I was on and off, so it was a bit easy for me to come here. But there were in the last week, it was very, very tough when we were packing all our luggage and saying goodbyes. Those goodbyes were very, very tough. So
Yeah,
yeah, I
that's not going back to Jodhpur. That's leaving your friends.
yeah, that's leaving of my friends. So
Yeah, that's leaving your
everyone
friends.
is everyone is going to different places now. Someone is there in Lucknow, some are there in Hyderabad, some are there in Bombay. So yeah, but
Yeah,
definitely we have made promises. We'll meet someday.
and I'm sure you will. But I just want to know how Jodhpur will do for what Jodhpur will do for you and what you will do for Jodhpur.
Yes, sir, definitely. Jodhpur right now is a tier 3 city with a population of around 15 lakh people. And
I
it
won't
has,
call it a tier three, 2.5 maybe, because
yeah, 2.5, not exactly 2 also, because
yeah,
Jaipur is in tier 2 and
yeah,
Jodhpur, we can't keep it in tier 2. So yeah, 2.5.
2.5. Tier three sounds too low for Jodhpur. I mean,
Yes.
yeah. Okay, go ahead. So tell me.
So Jodhpur, some of the main things about Jodhpur is its food, as I mentioned earlier also. It has world famous sweets and namkeen. So people, if they are going to even US or any other country, they'll take like a month of food with them while going. So that is wonderful. Even I'd carry like yeah, I would come to that secret recipe first of networking, and that is taking local sweets, local famous sweets from wherever you are to all the places you are going. Like if you are going for a
Mm,
conference or if you are visiting to
mm,
people of different geographies, of different
yeah,
countries or
yeah,
different states.
yeah,
So whenever you give them those sweets, so that is a very good gesture, and
yeah,
I think that is a very good connecting starting point to connect and network with them.
yeah.
And I've made very lasting relationships because of offering this sweets. So one
Mm,
of the instance I'll mention, so I was here in Harvard Asia conference, and
yeah.
we had with us CTO of Microsoft, Mr. Ranveer Chandra. If you have met
I
him,
don't know
he is
his
in.
name, but go ahead.
Okay. So uh, he was there for from representative of Microsoft, and I wanted to connect with him. So I had a Kaju Katli box with me, and earlier he was not talking with anybody. So he was not responding and he was not talking to anyone. So I just got there and I offered him some sweets. And he also insisted that okay, I'll take a small piece, but I insisted that you should take the full piece, but he said I won't take it. Okay, so I gave the half of the piece and I went away. After half an hour, some of the people came searching for me that Mr. Ranveer Chandra was taking your name and asking if that Kaju Katli boy is right now here only or he has gone. So I went back, I gave him a whole piece of two pieces of Kaju Katli, and then we had a wonderful conversation. We had a half an hour conversation on how Microsoft is working in agriculture and how Microsoft is combining AI into agriculture. So they have made sensors. Earlier, agriculture sensors used to cost $8,000. But now Ranveer Chandra and his teams have innovated and researched so much that its cost has reduced to $2 per sensor. So
Mhm.
that is very revolutionary, and
Yeah,
that using it in agriculture. So I was uh, talking with him how we can bring that technology to Jodhpur, Rajasthan, because
yeah,
also prone to drought and all these things here. So it was a wonderful conversation, and it all happened just because of that small
Kaju Katli.
Kaju Katli. Yes.
Yeah.
So
Okay,
that
wonderful.
was
It looks like you have figured it out, how to take the
yes.
local to the global.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Wonderful. So,
Eat
another thing,
local, yeah, take your local to the global.
yes, sir, that is the motto of our Prime Minister also, Narendra Modi ji. He is also
Yeah,
saying local for vocal. So,
yeah.
why not? And it is 100% practical, sir.
Hmm.
This is a time tested formula.
All right. Anything else
Yes.
you want to add here?
Yes, sir. I would also like to mention about this LinkedIn platform because of which we have connected. So that is also a wonderful platform. Because of this platform, we can build very meaningful connections and grow multifold and exponentially. So I would like to emphasize on that thing also, because
Okay.
been 2 3 years I've been using LinkedIn, and it's been a wonderful experience.
Okay. Well,
Yes,
Mahirr,
sir.
thank you so much. If you have something else to add, this is the time. Otherwise, we can bring it to a close.
Yes, sir. I just want to say, whenever next time you come to India, I have you have to come to Jodhpur and
All
do
right.
visit.
All right. We'll talk offline about that. Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. Okay. So let's end the recording here. I'll be back with another young person or an expert soon. Bye, everybody.